Cowboys quarterback, we all know the story. Entering the final year of his deal, his cap hit is over $55 million. The negotiations, I think we've forgotten sometimes that they are ongoing. But he reminded us of that yesterday, and he sounded pretty optimistic.
I'm happy where I am right now, and that's really all my focus is. And yeah, I mean, as I said, I enjoy being a Cowboy 1,000%. Enjoy living in Dallas, enjoy everything about it. But this is a business, so conversations are going well. Hoping it gets done now, hoping it gets done in a couple of weeks during the season or whenever it happens. I just know conversations are on the right way.
All right, Dan, so, you know, I'm not an insider. You are. But I just listen to the things that people say, and maybe I'm very gullible, and maybe he's a very good actor, but that sounded to me like a man who thinks there is a real chance, something I have basically discounted as a possibility, a real chance they get a deal done before this season starts.
I think there's a real chance, but there's also, I think, just as real a chance that they don't, that he gets to free agency next spring. And I think people have to understand that. Like, he doesn't have to do a deal unless and until he gets every single thing he wants. They're not allowed to franchise him. Like, he has the leverage. We've been over this and over this. If he wants to stay and, you know, he's willing to meet them, I don't know, say halfway, but somewhere along the way, then absolutely a deal could get done this offseason or, as he mentions, during the season. Neither side rules that out. But, yeah, I think you're listening to a guy who's saying the right things, who I think if there is a split, I think the Cowboys and Dak Prescott will each want to make sure that the fans don't think it was them that was at fault, right? So I think, you know, I want to be here. He's saying the right things. But, yeah, it's possible. They have talked since training camp started. There are ongoing discussions, just as there are with CeeDee Lamb. So, yeah, it wouldn't be the most shocking thing at all.
Let me get Tannenbaum in on this, because, again, for those who don't know, Mike T was a general manager in two different places. You've lived these situations from the inside, maybe not exactly this one, because there's never been one exactly like this one, a quarterback of this level who is this tantalizingly close to unrestricted free agency. When you hear Dak say things like that, does it make your mind spin a little bit?
It sure does. And if I was his teammate, I would be mad at him because at a $55 million cap number, Greeny, that's 22% of the cap. And we saw really good players, Tyron Smith, Tony Pollard leave. We had a really good team a year ago. So as the quarterback and the leader that's on the field, off the field from a salary cap standpoint, there should be a massive sense of urgency on both sides. And when we look at it from the Dallas standpoint, look, we can say a lot of things about Jerry Jones, but he's smart and strategic. I was surprised, even if it was someone like Spencer Rattler, second or third round, that they didn't draft a quarterback, because they really don't have leverage when we're talking about unfettered free agency for a quarterback that was second in the league in MVP voting, can't be franchised, can't be traded. And right now the Cowboys have zero options.
And has been discussed.
Blah, 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 blah. It's all the same stuff, everybody. It's the same stuff. East Side, welcome. The resident troll, what's up? Blah, blah, blah. If you saw my earlier video, you know what the deal is. All right? Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you can hear me loud and clear. Good afternoon, and hope everybody is doing great. DBs this year, the DBs, yep, fire. Let's, just hope everybody's having a good day. We're going to do an hour lunchtime chat, wrap this up by 5 o'clock, just to get everybody a heads up. Let's start at the top here, see who's in the house. Chris May, what's going on? Overkill 79's Corner, yes, you are now a mod. That is your gaming Facebook page, correct? What's going on, Chris? So over it, how are you? It's been a while. Mike Aldana. What's up, Mike? How are you, bro? Is everything well? Felix Rojas, what's going on? West Virginia, country boy. Spare none. What's going on? OG game day tomorrow. Yes, we will be streaming during the game, so make sure you come and check it out. We're going to have a channel member Zoom call. Yes, a channel member Zoom we're going to have. East Side, what's going on, my man? Felix, how you doing game time? Yeah, it was a good game last night. I was sitting 5 rows behind the visitors' dugout. Normally, if you see any right-handed batter, you could see me sitting there. What was the final? 13-3, something like that. We smoked. The Phils kicked some butt. About time. I think I brought some much-needed good luck. What's up? Eagles has landed. What's going on, my man? Go Phillies. We have that one thing in common. I didn't see any of the Eagle games, so I did hear a little bit, but it's preseason. You know, it's about the second and third teamers. Who else we got? Eagles have no backfield. What's that mean, bro? You mean D-backs? John Acme, welcome, John. What's going on, my man? Let's see here. Watching the Little League World Series. Mike Aldana. What's up, Blue Virus? Yeah, Mike, I coached travel baseball for a while with my youngest, and for a few years in a row. We were all over the United States with travel ball. It was fun, but exhausting. What's up, Drew? What's going on? Tomorrow night, make sure, I know you work, I think. Saturday night. Channel member live stream. Make sure you zoom in, bro. Don't look but Nakobe Dean is looking good. Well, that's a good thing. You want the guy to succeed, don't you? Eagle has landed. I would. What's going on? What is going on? Mouse is in the house, and that rhymes. I like that. I'm driving right now, so I'm limited on my response. Yeah, that's fine, Drew. I'm just talking to you. Let's see here. All right, I'm all caught up. JoJo, welcome. How are you, JoJo? Hello and good afternoon, game time, everyone. Hope you're enjoying your time off. Hope everyone is having a blessed and wonderful day. Hit the likes. Thanks, John Acme. Appreciate it. Acme John. Dustin Bosley's hat has been shipped. It is on its way. It's actually the same hat I'm wearing now, Dustin, so congrats, my man. But yes, we got some stuff. We got some Eagle stuff. A couple of these baubles are pricey, so I think what we might do is when we go to do the baubles, I have a Dak Mississippi State bauble, and I have a Micah Parsons bauble. The Micah Parsons is a limited number, so maybe we'll do a specific drawing just for that. Maybe I'll wait for the season. But I got some cool Eagle stuff. So we're gonna leave the name in a hopper, like I always do. But maybe I'll do an extra little bucket, and we'll do just for the more expensive items. But how is everybody doing? How are we feeling? I know me. We're literally 3 weeks away from. We're 3 weeks away from really anything other than let's just hope we don't have any more injuries, right? We want no more injuries. Coyote's in the house. He's a past winner. Congrats, Coyote. Dean and Trotter are very good downhill linebackers. They need some work in coverage, but you can win with them, I guess. Mouse, again, we don't know, man. Again, that's why when Drew will say some things he says, it's like he's just going off of what he thinks. That's all we could all do. But it's coming from an Eagles slant. I'm going to give you a Cowboys slant. I'm always going to be a little bit more positive than maybe an Eagle fan. And that's just us being fans. At the end of the day, we're fans. But with the recent additions, with Phillips, the D tackle, just go back and watch. I can't really show highlights because I get copyrighted literally every time. So I got to be careful. But he was a terror against the Cowboys last year when we went to Buffalo. So he fits in perfect in the rotation. And Carl Lawson, who I wanted 3 weeks ago, they circled back. They let him go out and check out the market. Everybody's being a little bit conservative with their money. But we got Carl Lawson. And, oh, by the way, Matthew Judon is still on the market technically. He has not accepted the trade to Atlanta, so the Eagles look for them to be in on the mix. Dallas, now that we got Lawson, probably not. I I expect him to go to Atlanta eventually, but he's just he's being a little Not happy about it. But I don't know because they went and got out Justin Simmons is now an Atlanta Falcon. Is it me? But what's going on with the Falcons these days? The Falcons are going out and getting everybody. Like, what's up with that? What's up, Asman? My buddy Robert Devlin says, what's up, man? Asman, Robert Devlin, we got to hang out one day. And it would be awesome if we could do a video eating at Pink's and actually enjoying it. You know, I talked to Mark off air. He's like, yeah, it was okay. I'm like, Mark, you hammered them. You hammered them dogs. I didn't even see you chew it. Come on, bro. You show a little love. Just kidding, Mark. Yes, they are solid pieces, but Mark makes it seem like it's Aaron Donald and T.J. Watt. Now, see, I haven't seen his videos. Again, it is what it is. It's not Aaron Donald and T.J. Watt, but they're pieces. See, here's my thing, Mouse, okay? And I'm not saying you, Mouse. But, when Philly 500 posted a video, right? When these guys that have well over 100,000 subscribers, they post a video. Philly, I mean, everything is roses with Philly. Remember last year with Shaq Leonard? Oh, you remember when they got the safety out of Tennessee? Kevin Byard puts us over the top. It's all BS. It's all BS. I'm going to keep it straight. Now, I'm small potatoes compared to them guys. I'm moving in the right direction, but it's going to be a lot of work to get up to that. But I'm not going to sit there and say how great it is. All I know is Jordan Phillips fits in the Mike Zimmer system big time. He's a 6'6". Now, I'm hearing 321. There ain't no way. He was listed at 341. So, again, Mouse, these guys, that's what they do. They want to get everybody so excited. I don't want to put those expectations on Mozzie. What I've seen from Mozzie so far, way more good than bad, still not perfect, going in the right direction. Kind of like Nakobe Dean. Again, this is what Mozzie has to worry about Mozzie. He loves Mike Zimmer. Mike Zimmer's asking him to do less, but more efficiently, if that makes any sense. Stop worrying about going after the quarterback. Get penetration, get off the ball to take a double team. We're running a totally different scheme than we've ran in the past. Our scheme that, and I hear the negative. Oh, well, it takes time. Okay, so it only takes time for us to run. It's going to take the Cowboys a little bit, but it's not going to take anybody else that has new coordinators. It is what it is. This division is going to be close, people. I don't see anybody getting out on anybody. I don't. So it's going to come down to the games against the Eagles. It's going to come down to the game against Washington. Who's going to end up head-to-head and who's going to have a better divisional record? That's who's going to win this division. But my mental right now is just focused in on my team and worrying about getting better every day. We got a lot of young pieces in big spots. Left tackle, left end or right end, Marshawn Nealon. But let me get to the chat here. Let's see. Yes, Philly does the same as well. Sometimes he jumps the gun. I agree with. Yeah, Mouse, all I'm saying is we need to just couch everything. But we're not going to hammer I'm not going to hammer anything that the Eagles do. Because when they usually go out and do something, it usually works out for them. Dallas, they don't do a lot. So when they do something, and then they do it again, and then we circle back on Carl Lawson, and then we go get an actual piece that fits. Now the pressure is lightened up on Mozzie. Mozzie still may start, but it'll be a rotation. Everybody forgets that we have a Pro Bowl III technique and Osa Odigizua, who is there. We got Golston now swinging out to end where he belongs. He's a beast. He just hasn't played a lot of end. Cowboys Nation 600. What's going on, my guy? How are you, my man? Dirty Sanchez, what is going on, bro? Let's see what Dirty has to say. Dirty. David Bylear, what's going on, man? How are you? I think we need one more defensive tackle. A Coyote, that's not a bad thing. I agree. The more, the merrier. And we're going to let go some decent players. Stacy Flowers, welcome. How are you? Happy Friday to you. J.G. Watt said his bro, TJ, is the best D in the league. Chris May, I'm not going to argue with him, but that's his brother. I would go Myles Garrett. He's the best two-way player in the league, followed by pass rusher T.J. Watt, followed by Micah Parsons. I think Micah Parsons can pass TJ this year, but he's got to do it. And from what I'm seeing from Micah, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Micah is being way more. Here, let me change the view to give you a little bit of. There we go. Micah is being a little more cerebral. How's that? You like that word? You like cerebral? He's being a little bit more cerebral with what he's doing this year. Sometimes going 1,000 miles an hour isn't necessarily a great thing to do. He's slowing down. They're running some read option in a training camp to give him looks, just to give him some looks, you know what I'm saying? Because the Eagles definitely took advantage. I like what Zimmer's doing. It's punch, counter punch. You always got to have a reaction to an action. You know, so you need to have an answer. That was one of the best things I heard Mike Zimmer say. We all know he's a really good defensive coordinator. I'm not going to get into argument with anybody over it. The facts are the facts. He came in under Parcells and turned Dallas's defense when he never ran a 3-4, was asked to run a 3-4, and made him a top 15 defense with a little bit of talent. He's got a lot of talent here. He's got a top 10 defense that he's walking into, albeit needs to grow up a little bit and needs to take their job just a little bit more serious when it comes to game planning off of the field. As you see in that playoff game was an absolute train wreck. So, David, I thought the Pinks looked real good, bro. So again, I don't know why we're hating on Pinks, but whatever. So what's up, Dirty Sanchez? How is everybody doing? Mark Holmes is in the house. What's going on? EJB, what's going on, my friend? Spare none. We signed two Shiegel Killer and Phillip and Lawson. Phillips had a day against us, everybody. Phillips had a day against us when we went to Buffalo last year. He caused a turnover. He was a menace. He fits perfectly in the mix when it comes to our defense. Dustin Bosley, the hat is on its way, my friend. The hat is on its way. We got 2 game times at once. What's going on here? Spare none. Jojo, did you ever get your stuff I sent you? You might have told me, and I missed it. In other words, Dallas is reactive instead of proactive. I'm not going to disagree. Thanks, Dustin. I appreciate it. This is actually the same hat I'm wearing. Drew got an Eagle hat, and he loves it, so I appreciate everybody. They are high-end items. You know, I don't really try and give out crap if I can. See other teams struggle with new coordinators, but not the. I didn't see that. Hold up. So are you going to struggle, Drew? So, like, if we're going to struggle, you're going to struggle. The difference between Dallas and Eagles, Drew, Dallas had a top 10 defense last year. Eagles were 30th. That's the difference. Dallas didn't lose any of their starters on defense other than, I don't know. Who was it? Help me out. Who did we lose on defense that was a starter? Maybe Dorrance Armstrong would be our best player. You lost arguably your best player on defense. Again, nobody said we weren't. You missed. See, Drew, you got to pay attention. I said we're going to be slow out the box, possibly. That's what I said. Mike 3, what's going on? Dirty Sanchez, we lost Sam Williams, but he wasn't a starter. He would. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at. It's different when you got a 30th ranked defense who loses Hassan Reddick, right? You brought in GJ, which is a good move. I called it. And now you got a bunch of young guys. You have 2 stud defensive linemen. I have no hate for the Eagles defense, but they were 30th. Now you lost Reddick. We'll see. That's probably the biggest question mark out there. Probably the biggest. So, Dallas, you got Diggs back in practice, already got an interception. First practice, 1 interception. You know, so again, That's just how I see it. Starting slow is going to be crucial for you guys. 3-3, I think if we're 3-3 after 6, we're just fine. Now, if Eagles are 6-0, just remember, Drew, I'm not counting on winning the division. I'm counting on being one of those 2 wild card teams. If we get more than that, then that's a bonus. That's a bonus. What's good, Tommy Montoya? God bless you, sir. I hope you're doing good. I am hearing that our defense is a clicking with Zimmer's scheme. I am looking for our defense to top 3. Dustin, if we're top 3, watch out, because this offense is going to be good, assuming CeeDee Lamb ever gets in the fold, which I'm trying to be positive. You have no legit one tech. Well, Eagles has landed. Yes, we do. We just traded for one. He's a legitimate one technique. I mean, again, is he? I'm sorry, but he is. He's probably, he's more of a 3-down player than Jordan Davis. Does he have the upside of Jordan Davis? No. He's a rotational piece. That's all. Eagles definitely have better defensive tackles. I will not argue there. A 30-year-old one tech. Okay. What's wrong with 31-year-old one tech who's coming off a dominant year? I think that's good. Did we get anybody new? Isaac, not yet. We got a one tech who played 40 snaps a game last year, Isaac Ramirez, who had a hell of a game against the Cowboys. And Dallas won 12 games last year. So I think it's a step in the right direction. Nobody, again, Drew, nobody's saying he's going to be the end-all, be-all, but he's a rotational piece. We were unbelievably thin at defensive tackle behind Mozzie, and I don't know what this. Yeah, they went and got him because Carl Davis is a little banged up, everybody. Carl Davis is a little banged up. So they needed some help. We got the rookie Justin Rogers. We got a lot of bodies now. We got the right kind of bodies. Well, who knows? Again, it's not an exact science here. Yes, I did. Thank you so much. I'm enjoying them. I made some adjustments to the dog bandana to fit my little dog. She loves it. Yeah, well, I did have, my wife went out and bought a bunch of Eagle fabric. Yes, Drew, Eagle fabric. And some nondescript football. So, for people like Ginger or whoever who's not a Cowboys or Eagle fan, she's going to have her aunt make some, and then I'll make up little packages, just to give out, as gifts. We'll add more to it. There's a jar one, too. I just thought it was cool. So I'm glad you appreciate it. Eagles headliner, Mouse, relax. No, I'm not speaking facts, though. What happened? What's up, Cheese? I like Cheese. Eagles has landed. Relax. Eagles has what? It's all good, man. You have no legit one. It's fine. Asman, Brian, I need to be you myself. Robert Devlin and Mark Holmes, all at Pinks, buddy. Mark's not a fan of Pinks. He'll eat it, but clearly he's not a fan. I'll power one of them babies down. Cheese, I'm good, man. I'm just looking forward to real football. Like, what we're seeing is kind of like, I keep going to somebody else's Wi-Fi. Dirty. What's up? Game time. That was a great video clip of Mike Lombardi. Where will Dak go? Again, Dustin, what I was trying to do in that video is just, listen, I know there's anti-Dak people out there. Me and Phil, we are on the side of, I just want what's best for the Cowboys. But more and more, I'm thinking he's not going anywhere. And that's going to make people like Drew happy. And that's fine. But it's going to make guys like Ultra Cowboy, Ultra Nick, Kid Cowboy 66, it's going to make them not happy because that means Dak's staying. The hang up right now is not money. The hangout is that trapdoor after year 2 that they could possibly get out, kind of like what Daniel Jones has, except more money. And they have to come up with something. If they can come up with it, but if you watch that clip, Mike Lombardi basically told you. Everybody keeps saying New Orleans is going to get him. New Orleans is going to get him. New Orleans is $90 million over the cap for next year. They're not going to go out and pay another. If Dak makes it to free agency, it'll be 65. They ain't going to get him. It's very limited. He wants to go to New York and get killed behind that offensive line. Okay, the Raiders. Okay, we keep saying the Raiders, the Raiders, the Raiders. Maybe the Jets if Aaron Rodgers retires. But again, where he is probably going to end up is right here, and it's going to happen before the season. It's just they're working on the minutia. Just like I expect CeeDee Lamb in any day now. So, and that brings me to my next order of business. Lou Branch, you talking about how we played against Dallas and tore it up. The score was 31-10, the whole team. Yeah, I wasn't, but yes. West Virginia country boy, thank you, my guy. I appreciate you, as always. Big supporter. But I am going to share this article, and we'll read it together, and we'll go from there. Let me move my box. Pause. All right, here we go. Let's see. Headline is report Cowboys talk to CeeDee Lamb's representation Thursday. That was yesterday. Today's Friday. I know. I'm a rocket scientist. To finalize the deal. They're literally finalizing a deal, supposedly. The Cowboys talked to CeeDee Lamb's representation over the phone Thursday in an attempt to finalize the deal. Calvin Watkins says the team has offered the receiver roughly under $33 million per season per Watkins. That would push the annual average ahead of Philadelphia's A.J. Brown at 32, but behind Minnesota's Justin Jefferson at 35 among players at the position. I think that's very fair. I don't necessarily think that's the issue, everybody. I think the issue is the guaranteed money. And I haven't read this article. I'm seeing it just as you're seeing it. We need to get rid of this box because it keeps popping up. Lamb is not asking to top Jefferson, something Cowboys Vice President Stephen Jones has acknowledged, but he wants to be in the neighborhood. Okay, so I'm figuring 34. It's funny how a mailman from South Jersey can figure it out, but here's the deal. The Cowboys know they just don't want to cave is what's going on. They just don't want to cave, and it is what it is. Lamb played last season for a base of $2.52 million and scheduled to play this year just a tick under $18 million. Fifth-year option. He had a career year last year with a leading 135 catches for 1,749 yards, 12 touchdowns, and an All-Pro honors for the first time. Not bad for a slot receiver, hey, Drew? The Cowboys have not seen Lamb since last season ended as he skipped the offense program and is holding out of training camp, which is now his 25th day. That's a lot of cheese. That's a lot of cheese. Timothy Looper says, hello, Game Time, the old, fat, well-endowed man from Terrell, Texas. What's going on, Timothy? How are you, bro? Yes, I agree, JoJo, about the guaranteed money is what I am thinking. CD is going to be ready. Offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer said via Watkins, if this system were different, that always adds different challenges. He knows what we do. Him and Dak have, I would say, 1,000 to 10,000 banked reps together. So there it is, people. Talks have happened. That's all I could really say about that. Talks have happened, but I wanted to touch on a couple more things here. Let's see here. Well, we'll touch on the Brandon Ayuk. I have a feeling, people, that Brandon is going to stay. I think Brandon Ayuk, John Lynch says they feel the urgency to keep Brandon Ayuk. Well, yeah, duh. Brandon Ayuk needs to be with the 49ers. We are ready. Me, Drew, Rob, Phil. I don't know about Phil. We'll talk. I assume we'll talk to Phil tomorrow night about that leading into our channel member Zoom at 9:30. But I believe that the Niners are going to take a step back. They don't listen. They have a lot of talent. Nobody's saying that the Niners talent-wise, are going to take a step back. It's just what happens when you lose in the Super Bowl, right? Mike Aldana says CD wants what he's worth, not what the Cowboys think he's worth. Hamid, how is CD going to be ready sitting out all summer? Hamid, he's a professional, bro. Come on now. Come on now.
Settle down just a little bit.
But let's look at the article about Brandon. Brandon Ayuk's hold in. It's a hold in, so he don't get fined. Maybe CD should have held in, but whatever. The only thing that scares me, I saw a video of CD citing traps. Stop me in my tracks. Thank you so much. No big-time wide receiver has won a Super Bowl, but plenty of running game have. Running game and tight ends and wide receivers. Citing traps. Thank you so much. You're in the hopper, bro. Just got some new items. So, citing traps. There you go. I haven't seen you in a while, bro. I haven't seen you in a while. It's nice to have you back. I got a CD bobble that I'll give away, but I'm going to have to up it because they're both on the pricier side. And I got a Micah that's not here yet. But thank you, Citin. Brandon Ayuk's holdout with the 49ers continued throughout training camp, and general manager John Lynch did not give the impression that the deal is imminent on Friday. Well, again, what are you waiting for? Now, I don't know what he wants, but Ayuk got what he wanted. There's a deal in place to go to the Steelers. And now all of a sudden, Ayuk refused to trade to New England, and supposedly there was another team that he didn't want to go to. So, yeah, Justin Bosley, I'm hearing that my man Jordan Lewis is continuing to be the ball hawk we need. He's actually playing better now than he has in quite some time. Remember, he was coming off of that Liz Frank surgery on the foot. He missed most of last year. What's up, Flip Shelton? How are you, bro? You working or what? You delivering that mail? In an interview with KNBR, Lynch said that the team and Ayuk's representation are still working to find a solution on a deal, but didn't want to characterize any chances or anything. Play music for Lady Libra. Oh, so I'm supposed to be. I don't have music. I could sing to her, but I don't want to. This isn't Mark Holmes' channel. Lewis is looking Pro Bowl good. Logan Harlan, welcome, my friend. Welcome to the show. I'm not saying you haven't watched, but nice seeing new names in the chat. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Ayuk didn't want to come to the Browns. Jacob, there you go. There you go, Jacob. I just got off heading home. Very cool, Flip. I could tell you this. It's been a long, arduous, hard process. Our journey, Lynch said, via David Benia, the 49ers web zone. We started this early, and for whatever reason, haven't been able to get it across the finish line. That's been frustrating. That's because he wants to get paid, my guy. This is what I don't understand. Let me finish this, and then I'll get to my thought. I always hopeful. I'm an optimistic person in nature, and I'm so always hopeful that we'll get there. I can feel the urgency to have him. Here's the deal, people. Yeah, the deal is John Lynch knows that teams don't lose in a Super Bowl and get back, especially when you're losing players, okay? So what are you going to get? A 2 and a 5? A 3 and a 5? I mean, what do you get? These days, you don't trade a player that wants big money and get a lot in return unless it's some sort of franchise receiver. And I'm talking better than Ayuk. Because I think Ayuk is good, but he's on that second tier, if you ask me. He's got so much talent. But going back to my thought, why would the Niners throw more money at Christian McCaffrey? They didn't have to do that. Why? Because his dad is buddies with John Lynch? It just made no sense to me. The running back position, Christian McCaffrey had just signed a mega deal, and that you gave him $5 million more this year. Why? Just because they really liked him. Well, he's out with a calf injury, and he'll be ready by game 1, supposedly. But you know how that goes, people. These running backs and soft tissue injuries do not end well normally. So, Lou Branch, I guess I wouldn't be a good owner because no way I'm paying that much to players that repeatedly show they're unable to get it done. Definitely a definition of insanity. Yeah, I'm not singing right now, Cheese, so I'll come up with something for the ladies. Dustin, what up? What's up, Dustin Roberts? How are you, my guy? I hope all is well with you. Celebrate good times. Celebrate good times. Oh, sorry. Man, it's just plain old water, bro. Plain old water. I do a lot of talking. I like to talk. There's a party. Oh, sorry. I got to be more Jerry Rice like. Oh, wow, Chris, it's just. John Acme says Mozzie is the man you watch. I have actually a faith in Mozzie. Mozzie did an interview. I believe Mark must. I saw the headline. I didn't get a chance to look at Mark's video. Mozzie came out and made a few statements, and he had an interview. He looked like he's in a very good headspace. Mozzie Smith, playing for the Cowboys. He seems like a humble guy, and you know everybody wants blood. You know how it is. Always stay hydrated. What's up, David? Cowboys, sorry I haven't been around as much. Just got into it. Cowboys pissing me off. Well, David, we've made some moves as of late, and from what I'm hearing, we're going to get these two players signed before the season. But I know CD will be there. I don't know about Dak, but it's leaning that way, and that was coming from Dak's own mouth. So, that's a good thing. So let me see something here. I want to show you something else. I want to talk about, you know what? Let's talk about a little something for my Eagle people. How's that? Does that sound good? Let's switch gears a little bit, just a little bit. Will Mekhi Becton be the starting right guard at Philly? We'll see, Coach Nick Sirianni says. Well, didn't his backup get injured last night? I did see that. Dustin says F the Eagles. There we go. The Beagles. Who am I thinking of, Mouse? Who got hurt last night? I didn't watch the game. The Eagles right tackle. Becton, I just warned people. I mean, he's probably Steen. There you go, Tyler Steen. I don't know how bad it is, but Steen has been doing good. They want Steen to win because of his money and all, but he's a draft pick because you know that's what Dallas likes to do. Like you want to be a team. You want to be a team who is able to draft. That's why you're seeing Cooper Beebe getting a shot with the ones on Saturday night. You want to be able to say, "Look at my draft picks. Look at my draft picks." So, so we'll see. But Becton is what Becton is. Now, if anybody can get Becton turned around, going in the right direction, stay healthy, be more consistent as an NFL player, it'll be Jeff Stoutland. So I will give you that. I'm just going to keep it real. I'll give you that. What's up, Devil Dog? How are you, my guy? But I'll read it. Mekhi Becton is trying to turn his career around by changing the positions, playing right guard for the Eagles. That's what I meant, right guard. You know what I meant. The former Jets first rounder be the new starter at the position. Yeah, we still have some time to think about it. Well, after last night, I think it's pretty much done. But the good thing is you got a guy like Tyler Steen right there. Hopefully he's not out too long. And, you know, that's a good situation for Steen that he's right there the whole step of the way. What have you seen so far? Becton started the first preseason game. Get this out of the way, which didn't feature starters on the field this week. Becton didn't play. Yeah, because they wanted to get Steen some reps. They're trying to get Steen to win the job. So he seems to be in line for now to be the starter, given his size, 6'7", 363 pounds. The team's quarterback push play could be even more potent in 2024 if he's playing on the line, playing on one of the three key interior positions. So he's a big boy. 6'7", 363 is a big mountain of a man. So a little bit shorter than our Tyler Guyton, but still very, very good. Let's see here. So, yeah, there's your Eagles report for the day. You have depth. We will see. Yeah. What's up, League Commander? Game time. How about Mike Lombardi saying, why would Jerry throw around money at the Packers debacle? What's your feeling? Yeah, I started out the video with that. So I did. I started out the video with that. Drew, let's talk about Dean and Trotter. Jay, I didn't see any of the game. I was at a Phillies game last night. I'm hearing they did good. You know, I would have more hope for a Trotter than Dean. I hope to see Nakobe Dean as playing a lot as far as a Cowboys fan, because that would be exciting, because I've seen him in coverage and it's not good. But, you know, right now they're getting reps. We shall see. Jeremiah Trotter seems to be doing well. Again, all these players, all you could do is ask them to shine against the teams that they're playing against. Like the players are playing against. Everybody's putting out their 2s and 3s. So if you shine against them, that's a good thing. Woke, what's up, man? At Acme John, we Cowboys fans, not bird shit. I know. But again, I like my audience to be, I live here in Phillyville. You know that. What's going on, Woke? The competition is over. Becton didn't even dress last night. Yeah, that's what that tells you. That's a good way to look at it. When guys don't dress, that usually means that's a good news. I wish these last weeks fly by so we can finally see who'll be eating that good crow. It's going to be a while. If you ask me, Lou Branch, it's going to be a while before we see anything. Week 1, it could be a rough one for the Birds. Week 1 could be a rough one for the Cowboys. So after week 1, New York Giants could be winning the damn division. Now, I don't see that. But, I mean, listen, that's what we're talking about. It's a marathon, not a sprint. West Virginia country boy, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Nice show, Brian. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to do some stuff. Like tomorrow, I'll do a morning video. I'll try, what's tomorrow? Saturday. I'll try doing lunchtime chat, and then we'll do our live stream. I believe Phil is going on at 8 o'clock, so we shall see. And then I'll be on this channel at 9:30 for the Dallas Cowboys. I almost said it. Las Vegas Raiders scrimmage. Exhibition where we won't see many starters. West Virginia country boy. More importantly, we sit here less than 3 weeks away from opening kickoff on the Thursday night game in Kansas City. I believe it's Ravens at Kansas City. I think that's the first game, everybody. Looking forward to it. Really am looking forward to it. Ain't no rookie coming in and covering CeeDee Lamb. Dustin, exactly. Even in the slot, good luck. But, you know. Yeah, I welcome all woke. You know, I'm a Cowboy guy, you know. But I do welcome everybody, and I live here in Philly, so South Jersey, the Delaware Valley, Delaware, Philly, South Jersey, you know. You people know. If you know, you know. Visha Thomas, Brian, do you ever check in on the other 2 divisional opponents? Yeah, I'm going to do my 14. I'm only going to worry about the NFC East. I'm going to do my schedule predictions next week after this upcoming game. I'm trying to make it a little bit nicer rather than just reading them off. But that's the idea. But I will definitely do. I definitely want to. Do a schedule a prediction. Lady Libra, hey, game time. I'm hoping you're enjoying your time. I am. I got a lot to do, lady, but thank you so much for the super chat. Always a supporter. Anybody that wants to be a channel member, I shout out to Twiz the Jig. I was able to put a link on on the front of my page when you'll see it at the top. Just click on it. It's a lot easier now than trying to find a join button that sometimes isn't always there. But thank you, Lady Libra. Philadelphia's own, everybody. Lady Libra is in the belly of the beast. We won't say where, lady, but she's in the belly of the beast rooting for it, just like me. I think the Commanders are going to be pretty good. Dustin, me too. I'm actually looking forward to seeing them. So just to see. I think the excitement is high. We'll see. They have a tough schedule. Timothy Looper, game time. Big Sills stood Mark up again for Butch Davis. Again, that whole thing, it's really none of my business to really be commenting on it, but he was supposed to meet with Mark out at training camp, so whatever. Lead commander, game time. I seen a pic of CD looking jacked up like DK Metcalf. He ain't on that. I hope he's not that big. I don't want that. Who was that? Remember David Boston, everybody? Remember David Boston? Was it David Boston? I think it was David Boston, receiver for the Cardinals. Every year he got more swole. Devil Dog. Hey, Tommy, hope you're feeling good. Yeah, prayers up for Tommy, man. Tommy's the man. Tommy is the man. Huff played well yesterday for the limited snaps. That's good. I mean, he needs to see some. Well, you know what? That's one thing I do. I mean, I will touch on. Huff may do better in the actual regular season, not going up against guys like Lane Johnson every play. So let's give him a little bit of break. You know, I still like Reddick more, but Reddick's not on the football field right now. But thank you, Timothy Looper, for the super chat. Thank you so much, brother. You are in the hopper. Well endowed man from Terrell, Texas. Tim Looper. There you go. We started out with 24, so I don't know exactly where we're at, but I'll look afterwards. Let's see. We're at 13, so 37. So we're working our way. Mark said if he didn't meet him, he wasn't going to do the show anymore, but he's still trying to show up. Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. I got to learn how to keep worried about myself, Lou. But, you know, I have my opinions. I don't like when Mark goes on there and gets crapped on the way he does. Like personal attacks, I have a problem with. I don't care. We all know it's all fun and games, but it gets way over the line. But, again, Mark can do whatever he wants. Mark said, Isaac Ramirez, I would be pissed off if somebody did that to me. Isaac, there are some supposed extenuating circumstances that I'm not going to reveal, but whatever. Again, that's not my gig. That's his. So, you know, all I know is Big Sills is like two different people. When Mark's on by himself, he's one real nice, and when Philly's on, he turns into a Philly bootlicker, I guess. I don't know, but they love it. Eagle fans love it, so I guess he'll be on. Please, I beg you guys don't acclaim Dan as an Eagle fan. Mouse, I never said he was. He's not. He's a fan of views, which is why he's got Mark on every week. Flip Shelton. Yeah, David Boston, Cardinals and Chargers. You remember that flip? Remember how big he got? And I think that's what ultimately killed him, because anytime you do roids or any kind of they don't really do roids anymore. They do more of human growth hormone. It kind of slows you up and you get more injuries. Your bones aren't supposed to be carrying all that. Dustin Roberts, Marshawn Nealon being compared to Cam Jordan is spot on. You know what? That's a good way to put it, because I saw an interview with Marshawn Nealon, and at the draft, actually I was the one saying he was my highest rated player when we picked in the second round. And I'm like, well, Marshawn Nealon is there. He's a first round talent on some people's boards. And I am so glad that we took him, because not only is he a run stuffer like we thought, he's actually showing some pass rush moves. Is he going to be Myles Garrett? No. Is he going to be Micah Parsons? Hell no. But he going to be good. And what I like about what Nealon is saying, he's saying the pro game is like the whole practice and everything. He thinks it's easier than what he thought it would be. So I like everything I'm hearing. He's saying all the right things. He hasn't played against anybody. of big talent yet. So he's going to have his growing pains. He will. But I love what I'm seeing. And Cam Jordan, if he can become into Cam Jordan, Dustin, we're cooking with gas, bro, because that is big time. Dustin Bosley, I hope Zimmer shuts Dan Quinn down. This is what having linebackers look like. Dustin, I love the fact that we're going with a 3 linebacker set, which is a little bit different, which is why we don't necessarily have to have Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis up front. You need to have capable guys who could hold up at the point of attack and gain the line of scrimmage. You don't have to get into the backfield, but if you can cause a stalemate, take a double team, gain a few inches into the backfield, that will help our run stuffing linebackers. I love Willie Harvey, who we got. Willie Harvey, number 55 for the Cowboys, is a big boy, and he lays the wood down, and he's been a bright surprise to go along with Eric Hendricks, DeMarvion Overshone, Damone Clark. I mean, it goes on and on. We are literally have depth now at the linebacker and the safety position that we haven't had in years. We haven't had this kind of depth at the safety position in years, people. You saw what Marquise Bell got the game ball in the first preseason game, and he played linebacker for us last year. He had an interception. He was all around the ball. Local kid from Millville, New Jersey. I'm liking it. Lou Branch, Mouse, if they visit this channel, they'll see pretty much who hates the Eagles? We talking about? I'm a Cowboy fan, so yes, ultimately, but I respect the Eagles. Tommy, you belong next to the Rocky statue. Yo, I feel like a Kentucky Fried Idiot. Spider Rico. Oh, sorry. Tommy Montoya. How you feeling today, Tommy? Sills is fake. He does it. Sills has been kicked out of a few markets. So just, I'm not getting into it, but feel free to Google it. You'll see why he's been kicked out of markets. So sometimes mouth gets ahead of him. But that's cool. He's a very successful dude. I have respect for him. He played the game. I didn't play the game. So, in the pros. So I always give deference to guys until they speak and ruin it for themselves. But I don't have a problem with Big Sills. Bill said Mark is akin to John Holmes. Yeah, I know. That was his original. Let's see. Let me go back to that. Akin to John Holmes. That's not true. John Holmes is my cousin. That's family reunion. We call him Little John. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right, Timothy. It's going to be a factor by season end. Whirlwind on defense because we will have a lot of beef on the O-line. Yes, Darlene, that's what it's about. It's about body type. Last year, we put a lot of square pegs in round holes, right? Pause. That playoff game was embarrassing on every level, not just the quarterback level, on every level, okay? Our pads were high. Just watch that interview I did. That video I did earlier this afternoon, not the one where I'm driving, the one from my morning video. Just watch that. Mike Tannenbaum, Mike Lombardi says it all. You wait until the defense against chemistry, and they're going to really think you're going to be talking a ton of beat. Oh, I already read that one. I thought I read it. John, Tommy, you were at the right place. You were playing. Yeah, definitely, Drew. Aren't you doing the same thing this year? What am I doing, Drew? What am I doing, bro? I also am calling the running game to be strength because of the line play. Call me crazy. I'm not going to go with strength, Dustin. Square peg. No. Well, I'll get to that in a second. Don't let me forget. I am also calling the run. Yeah, Dustin, I'm not going to go that far. Again, I do keep it real. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. I think that we're going to have our growing pains on the offensive line, but it's not going to be what people think. We're going to win by getting the ball to our playmakers. We're going to win by getting the ball to CD, to Jake Ferguson, setting up the run. We're not going to lead with the run. As much as that would be good, those days are over for most teams. You set up with the pass, and then you set up the run through the pass, through scoring points. If we can put up 30 points a game like we did last year, we'll be just fine. If we score 22, we're going to lose a lot of football games. So that's the difference, in my opinion. But, Drew, square peg. Well, again, I don't think so, Drew. Again, you have to, I don't have a perfect answer for you, Drew, because I know where you sit. I know that they went out and got big boys to play the one tech. Okay, they need big boys to play Zimmer's system. We got the linebackers. Our linebacker crew is as deep as I can remember in a long time. Our safeties are deep. Our defensive backs are deep. So on defense, I think we're not doing now. Are we a little thin in end? We're a little young. Is young bad? I mean, is young bad? All right. I mean, you guys are going with Bryce Huff, right? Who played limited snaps. He wasn't an every down player. Now you're going to expect him. I like Josh Sweat a lot. I like your interior line big time. I think that's the strength of your defense is your interior line. So it is what it is. As man, it's water, bro. So I would argue that it's not a square peg in a round hole. You're starting to see the pieces, just the little pieces that you need, deep and unproven. Unproven meaning who? Eric Hendricks is proven, not with the Cowboys. Damone Clark is proven. Damone Clark's problem was he's not a green dot guy. He flourished next to Leighton Vander Esch, and when Leighton got hurt, he was kind of a fish out of water, and then he was playing next to a 205-pound safety. Overshown? Yes, he's all over the field, but I would agree, Drew, he is unproven. But everybody is not worried about him. Everybody's saying he's going to be unbelievable, but albeit unproven, right? If you're going to the offensive line, yes, I would say unproven. Offensive line, defense is going to be locked down. Are we going to give up yards on the ground at times? I think so. Again, it's all going to come to a head very soon when the rubber beats the road. You know what I'm saying? Dustin, I know you do. You stand on what you say. You are my bro. I have 4 sisters. LOL. Nice. But here's the deal, Drew. It sets up for a fun year, right? It sets up for a real fun year, and I am looking forward to it. So, but if I can get, we're at 37 likes. If I can get everybody to hit the like button right now, that would be nice. So the Eagles' strength will be their offense, and they will have to use the ball control. Coyote, yes. They need to put points on the board. If Eagles put 40 points or 30 points or above on the board, they're going to be tough to beat. Their defense will have a problem creating a good pass rush. I don't know about that. Again, a good offense helps a good pass rush. So the Eagles' offense is talented. So, we'll see how this new offense looks. But even Cowboys fans, I know what you mean, John Acme, brothers. I know what you mean. Kellen Moore can put up points. He's done it everywhere he's been. Okay, he struggled last year with Sandy. I almost said it with L.A. Chargers, but maybe I think that's more of an anomaly. I actually like Kellen Moore. Unlike, I just don't feel the need to crap on a guy because he's wearing an Eagle helmet. I'll keep it real. We didn't have a lot of playoff success under him, but we haven't had any playoff success under anybody. We've had 2 playoff wins in 28 years. So, lady, we're getting ready to wrap it up here. I'm actually going to go hang out with my sister who lives where Philly 500's from. I'll I'll say this, and I'll keep saying the Eagles' make or break is that offense getting it back to rhythm. Mouse, I think if you score 30 points a game and get into a rhythm, you're going to be hard to beat. Then 12-13 comes into play. I think if it doesn't, then you're just in our boat, anywhere from 9 to 11. Either way, I think you guys are a really good team. And what's up, Rob A? We're wrapping it up, but thanks you for coming in. Make sure you hit that like button. Bobby Murphy, I have serious concerns about our pass rush, and that's an Eagle fan. So, Bobby, again, like I was saying, if you score 30 points a game, it helps it out. Our pass rush last year masked a lot on our defense because we didn't have the linebackers. Diggs got hurt. You remember, everybody forgets we lost our best cornerback early. So, but anyway, people, I'm going to stop it here. What's up, Stephen Brown? I'm sorry to go, brother. I've been going on for an hour. I hope everybody enjoyed. I'm going to try and do this more. I'm off the next 2.5 weeks. I got some day trips planned, but outside of that, I hope everybody enjoyed it. Thanks, JoJo. I will see everybody. I probably won't do another video tonight. You'll see my morning video tomorrow, and then you'll see me a lot tomorrow because I do a lunchtime chat followed by 8 o'clock with Primetime Phil, followed by 9:30 back on this channel. And I will see everybody later. Take care, everybody. I'm trying to find this video because I think it's hysterical. Where is it? Oh, here. All right, everybody. I will talk to everybody later. Peace.
That's it for us today. Okay, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
No, there it is. We are going to do Sting, yeah.
Okay, but now I can't read it. There's no words on it.
Okay. Ready? Sure.
There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean? To play us out.
Sting is going to do. It's a video. Sting video.
What is
for credits?
I don't know what that means. To play us out. What does that mean? To end the show?
Yeah.
All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it.
Okay. In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live.
Right.
Fucking thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.